smoke detector screaming again. Nobody panic. That's growth. Apron string, Cadillac, park crooked outside. Sunday dinner running 40 minutes behind. You're barefoot in the kitchen, dancing with a wooden spoon. To Aretha on the radio. Whole house smelling like garlic bread, fried catfish, and somebody over seasoning greens aggressively. Grandbaby drawing mustaches on old family photographs. Uncle Reggie asleep before dessert. Dog under the table stealing cornbread professionally. Everything loud, everything slightly off schedule. Perfect.
Apron string Cadillac.
Turn it up, past the road. Somebody laughing from the next room over.
Apron string Cadillac.
Baby, this what rich feels like to me. Your cousin brought a famous peach pie. Nobody trusted structurally. Crust leaning left like political commentary. Still ate 2 slices. Neighbor knocked asking for aluminum foil. Stayed 3 hours accidentally. That's Southern hospitality math. Meanwhile, little kids sliding through the hallway in socks. Grown folks arguing over dominoes. Ceiling fan wobbling above all the noise. Man, love don't always look romantic. Sometimes it look like paper plates, burnt edges, and people refusing to leave. You grab my wrist mid-dishes.
Said dance with me before your knees lock up.
Fair point, honestly.
Apron string Cadillac.
Warm lights, full sync.
Soul music dripping through the screen door. Apron string Cadillac.
Ain't fancy, still whole house glowing tonight.
Aretha still spinning softly.
Dog still stealing food somehow.
Sunday night
Settling into the walls. Loretta showed up in sequins at noon. Respect the commitment. Bingo shirt, Cadillac outside St. Mary's Hall. White wall tires shining like tax refunds. Whole parking lot full of folding chairs. Cigarette smoke and opinions nobody requested. Loretta wearing a tiger print bingo shirt with rhinestones around the sleeves. Said it, if I lose today, it's because of negative energy. Couldn't argue scientifically. Man near the trunk of a Buick, selling peach soda from a cooler. Teenagers washing cars badly for church donations. Somebody grilling sausages beside a handicap sign. Pure organizational confusion. Bingo shirt, Cadillac, talk loud, fan yourself. Somebody lying about their cholesterol. Bingo shirt, Cadillac, baby. This heat got everybody dramatic. Little old lady named Francine cussed at a bingo card for 15 straight minutes. Creative vocabulary too, real craftsmanship. Pastor's nephew DJ, Earth, Wind and Fire, through speakers older than Reagan. Whole crowd started dancing unexpectedly, even security. Meanwhile, guy in suspenders trying to flirt while carrying potato salad one-handed. Bold strategy. Potato salad lost ability around sentence 3. Told me reduce stress, then charge me $200 that don't feel medically supportive. Bingo shirt, Cadillac, paper fan, sweet tea, soul music bouncing off asphalt. Bingo shirt, Cadillac, nobody class is still best dressed parking lot in Georgia. Loretta accusing fate again. Potato salad still on somebody's shoes. St. Mary's glowing through the heat.
Long road shining bright, Candlelight Freeway near Baton Rouge, tail light stretching red for miles. Truck stop waitress pouring coffee like she knew every tired soul alive. Man in denim fixing jukebox wires, humming low to Bobby Womack. Old diner smelling like fried onions, gasoline and maple smoke. Rain sliding soft across the windshield, radio drifting in and out. Some old soul song half lost in static, still somehow hitting every nerve. Man, night highways make people honest. Funny how driving nowhere particular can feel better than arriving somewhere wrong. Candlelight Freeway, rolling warm beneath the moon. Truck stop neon, buzzing soft against the blue. Some hearts run, some slow down, some just keep their wheels on solid ground. And tonight, that feels good enough for me. Young couple sleeping in the backseat, blanket tangled near their feet. Old mechanics smoking camels, watching thunderstorms out east. Lady at the register laughing, said, baby, everybody passing through here either lost somebody or finally found themselves. That line stayed riding with me, fog drifting low above the blacktop, chrome reflecting yellow signs. Whole world looking warm but beautiful at 70 miles an hour tonight. Used to think freedom and escape, now freedom feels more like enough gas in the tank, good music on the radio, and nobody rushing your spirit. That's a rich kind of peace. Candlelight Freeway, still glowing gold beneath the rain. Soul songs humming, soft along the passing lanes. Some hearts ache, some move wise, some heal slow beneath open skies. And tonight I feel alright rolling on, yeah, rolling easy through the dark.
Forgot the garlic bread again. Unbelievable. Frozen meatloaf night in apartment C. TV glowing blue with no sound on. Neighbor upstairs vacuuming aggressively, like revenge got a power cord. Kitchen smelled like burnt onions and discount gravy packets. Honestly, not terrible. Woman at the laundromat earlier told me, you got the posture of a divorced drummer. Been thinking about that all day. Cat outside my window screaming at raccoons. Somebody revving a Camaro for no reason. Whole building felt emotionally humid. Frozen meatloaf night. Eat slow, stay home. Try not to text your ex tonight. Frozen meatloaf night. Lord, this couch know too much. Tried fixing the ceiling fan, made it dramatically worse. Now it wobble like a Baptist tambourine. Guy across the hall named Victor, selling bootleg cologne from his trunk again. Claims one smelled exactly like Sinatra, smelled more like wet newspapers and regret. Still bought 2 bottles. Woman on late night television, crying over a blender commercial. Man, everybody hanging by a thread differently. I thought adulthood would involve more confidence, more jazz clubs maybe, less ibuprofen, definitely less frozen meatloaf. But here we are. Frozen meatloaf night. Bad knees, dim lights, forks scraping paper plates softly. Frozen meatloaf night. Ain't glamorous, still felt kinda peaceful for a minute. Victor closing his trunk outside. Ceiling fan still fighting gravity. Apartment C staying awake again. Water looks silver tonight. Harbor linen moon hanging low over boats tied near Pier 9. Old bartender stacking chairs slow, whistling Sam Cooke under breath. Woman in a cream wool sweater, smoking softly near the dock. Wind pushing loose hair past her shoulders, like the whole night moving slow. Fish market closed an hour earlier, still smelled faintly like the sea, mixed with coffee from the all-night stand down beside Atlantic Street. Funny how certain nights make the whole world loosen up a little. Harbor linen moon shining soft above the tide, street lamps swaying, gold against the waterline. Some hearts rush, some drift free, some just like the company. And tonight I'm easy where I am. Man unloading crates from trucks stopped and asked me for a light. Said, whole city sleeps eventually, except the people making breakfast. We both laughed into the cold air, watching girls circle the pier. Funny how tired strangers sometimes say the truest things you hear. Couple dancing near the seawall to music from a passing car, not caring who might see a moving man. That kind of freedom's hard to fake. Used to think peace needed silence, now give me distant traffic, salt wind, and somebody humming nearby. Feels more honest somehow. Harbor linen moon still glowing pale against the blue. Coffee steam rising rising, warm beneath the avenue. Some hearts bruise, some stay kind, some nights settle good inside. And tonight, I don't need much more. Yeah, not much more at all. Boats rocking slowly, fall rolling inward. Moon still hanging there.
Night shift over. Everybody smell like metal and poor judgment. Rustbelt Moonwalk out the factory gates. Steel-toe boots hitting puddles in rhythm. Tony doing dance moves with a cigarette hanging off his lip, like unemployment couldn't touch him. Man, 70% cartilage at this point, still moonwalking. Inspirational, honestly. Parking lot full of dented trucks, fast food rappers, and men pretending their backs don't hurt. Linda from payroll blasting Shaka Khan through a cracked Camaro speaker. Whole block suddenly grooving against its will. Rustbelt Moonwalk. Clock out. Lean back. Survive another Friday loud. Rustbelt Moonwalk. Baby, blue collar got rhythm too. Vending machine stole my dollar twice. I threatened legal action. Nobody respected the performance. Young guy named Marcus talking big about moving to California. Meanwhile, he owed 3 people lunch money, and 1 raccoon attacked his porch last week. Dreams important though. Tony trying to flirt with a nurse outside the taco truck said, "Girl, I got excellent emotional availability." That woman laughed so hard, she dropped her hot sauce. Didn't get promoted. Truck still making weird sounds. But somebody handed me a cold beer without asking questions. That's brotherhood where I come from. Rustbelt Moonwalk. Grease stains, lunch pails, street lights buzzing over overtime pay. Rustbelt Moonwalk, whole town exhausted, still dancing anyway. Tony's still trying to moonwalk. Factory smoke rolling over downtown. Friday night finally clocking in.
whole block looked golden in the afternoon. Sidewalk Polaroids near Union Station, drying on a folding chair. Young guy with a camera hanging low, calling everybody movie stars. Lady in a purple church hat posed beside a taxi cab, laughing like the city owed her money. And she finally came to collect. Steam floating from the pretzel car, soul music drifting from a pawn shop radio. Whole avenue smelling like hot chestnuts, old leather and October wind. Man, some days the world accidentally looks beautiful. Funny how pictures catch people right before they remember to hide. Sidewalk Polaroids, fading soft around the sides. Street light colors caught beneath the cloudy sky. Some folks age, some stay bright. Some moments live their whole life in one night. And today, I wanna hold on to this one. You bought a picture for $2. Mine came out slightly blurred. Said, baby, blur just means movement, means you still alive enough to shake. That line stayed with me all evening. Train rumbling underneath the sidewalks, loose papers dancing in the wind. Old man feeding pigeons near the fountain, singing temptations to himself again. Oh, downtown breathing low together, like a tired band still finding groove. Used to think memories had to be perfect, sharp edges, big events, clear meanings. Now I trust blurry moments more. Usually means somebody was laughing or dancing or living honestly. Sidewalk Polaroids, still glowing gold inside my coat. Taxi lights shimmering soft against the wet road. Some hearts drift, some stay near. Some little days become whole years. And tonight I feel lucky I was there. Yeah, lucky enough to see it. Pictures curling at the corners, pretzel smoke drifting upward. Union Station glowing warm. Friday crowd thick tonight. depot, blue smoke floating near the fans, old men leaning over felt tables like prophets studying fate by hand. Woman behind the beer cooler, wearing gold hoops big as moons, calling everybody darling without sounding fake about it. Marvin Gaye leaking from the jukebox, soft through the neon haze, whole room smelling like winter jackets, peppermints and Lucky Strikes. Man in suspenders running the table like he's still 28 inside. Funny how some places let people keep the best parts of themselves. Xerxes pool hall, still glowing green and gold, street rain falling cold against the windows. Some folks bluff, some play clean, some just need somewhere in between. And tonight I'm staying for one more game. Young guy practicing trick shots, trying hard to look smooth. Old waitress laughed and told him, baby, confidence ain't posture, it's surviving disappointment politely. Whole room cracked up laughing. Lady near the cigarette machine started dancing to the stylistics. Honestly, nobody in there looked rich, but everybody looked alive. And sometimes that's the prettier thing. Used to think cool meant mystery. Now I think cool might just be knowing who you are, tipping well, and laughing when you miss the shot. That's grown man style. Xerxes pool hall, still humming warm past 2. Taxi lights trembling soft against the smoky blue. Some hearts ache, some stay loose, some heal slow with rhythm and truth. And tonight I feel alright right here. Yeah, right here's enough for me. Somebody yelling, corner pocket, jukebox spinning slowly. Xerxes staying loud tonight. Friday crowd thick tonight. Morning fall, sitting low today. Yellow harbor shoes by the fish crates, salt stains running up the sides. Old man carrying frozen mackerel, whistling notice through the tide.
Woman at the bait shop counter, pouring coffee thick as tar. Said the storm rolled east around midnight, lucky for the shrimp boats. Seagulls circling lazy overhead, like they own the whole damn pier. Whole dock smelling like diesel fuel, wet wood and cigarette smoke. Man, place is close to water, always sound a little lonely. Funny how loneliness changes shape once you stop fighting it. Yellow harbor shoes, still walking slow through the rain. Foghorns humming low against the bay. Some folks roam, some come home, some just learn to stand alone. And today, that don't scare me much. Young cook from the oyster diner ran some wildly hauled ice bags, radio balanced on a bucket, playing Teddy Pendergrass. Old woman selling postcards told me, baby, life ain't elegant, it's mostly carrying heavy things gracefully. That line hit harder than expected. Sun trying softly through the cloud break, turning puddles pale and gold. Whole harbor looking tired and beautiful, like a boxer after 15 rounds. Used to think peace meant certainty. Now, peace feels more like warm coffee, steady shoes, and enough strength to greet another morning kindly. That's already a blessing. Yellow harbor shoes, still moving easy down the pier. Cold wind blowing soft against my ears. Some hearts ache, some grow white, some just weather storms with time. And today I feel alright enough, yeah, strong enough to keep rolling. Fog lifting slowly, coffee steaming upward, Peel waking up again. Which usually means a good. Zebra stripe ashtray, sitting by your martini. Lipstick marks all over the rim. You kept tapping cigarettes nervous while pretending to know jazz musicians personally. I respected the commitment. Bar smelled like gin, perfume,
expensive mistakes made slowly. Woman near the piano crying elegant, like she rehearsed it beforehand. Meanwhile, some guy in suspenders explaining cryptocurrency to a bartender named Sheila, who visibly wanted death instead. Beautiful contrast. Zebra stripe ashtray, smoke curl, eyes low, tell me lies in soft lighting. Zebra stripe ashtray, baby, nobody's sober emotionally in here. You asked, you think people change? Long pause, shrimp cocktail arriving dramatically. I said, I think people upgrade their excuses that earned half a smile. Dangerous progress. Band slid into a slow groove. Whole room started leaning different. Couple near the exit arguing in whispers. Old men asleep in a velvet booth. Waitress dropping olives with military precision. Nobody rushing nowhere. Night felt stretched out like taffy in regret. My tie too tight. My knees hurt. And somehow I still wanted another drink and another hour beside you. Human beings confusing. Zebra stripe ashtray, blue smoke, red nail, slow songs crawling through the ceiling. Zebra stripe ashtray, ain't love still felt expensive for a minute.
Sheila's still ignoring that crypto guy.
Cigarette burning crooked in the tray. Last call, drifting through the lounge.